Loneliness is such a sad affair, and I can hardly wait to be with you again. What to say to make you come again, baby? Come back to me again, baby, and play your sad guitar. Don't you remember you told me you love me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, baby, oh baby, I love you, I really do. Hey y'all, it's Joe Fur here, the cranky old gay guy, and that was my tribute to loneliness on the holidays. That's right, you find yourself alone on the holidays, guess what? It's not the end of the world. And yes, I did dress festive just for this occasion because it is a holiday. Well, it will be tomorrow. You find yourself got nowhere to go, and it's Thanksgiving. What do? Well, there's Netflix, there's a movie, there's music, there's arts and crafts, there's book reading, there's walking the dog, there's walking the neighborhood. Everything's going to be closed, so it should be quiet. That's right. It's not a big deal. I know some of you, it might be a big issue if you don't have somewhere to go on Thanksgiving, but I can tell you, having spent numerous Thanksgivings alone, it's quite all right. In fact, it doesn't even make me cranky. What makes me cranky is the expectation that people and society in general put on you to be with groups of people on the holidays. Now, it just so happens that this holiday, I will be with a small group for a dinner, so I will not be alone. But if I was alone, like I have been in numerous past seasons, again, it's not a big deal. So you got to look into yourself. If you think that you have to be with somebody and that the world's going to end if you're here by yourself and you're alone on the holiday, be it this one, Christmas, Easter, whatever, look deep. Remember I did a video on, what was it? Forced reality or reality acceptance, or it was like 2 or 3 videos ago. And it was about coming to terms with what you can't control. And in some situations, that would be this. Now, yes, you could probably find somewhere to go, even if it's a restaurant, to be around people for Thanksgiving, if that's what you really want. Or maybe you were waiting for that invite that just never came in. Or maybe you wanted to have people over, but it didn't work out. Well, acceptance. Accept it and move on from there. That's my suggestion. Don't get down. Don't get lonely. Don't get miserable. And if you do feel those things and you can't pull yourself back into a stable, okay state, and you're just going downhill because you're alone, I would suggest that you call a crisis line and just talk to somebody. And I will put that number in the description. Now, when you call a crisis line, it might also say suicide hotline. It's the same number. Doesn't mean you're trying to kill yourself. It just means that you're down about something, falling into some kind of a depression, and they will talk to you about that and refer you or hook you up with someone that can talk to you over the phone so things don't get out of control. Now, I know most of you probably aren't like that because you spend a lot of time online, and that's how you found this channel. Thank you. So if you are all by yourself on Thanksgiving, turn on your PC or your phone or your tablet and just do a search on YouTube for Thanksgiving Live, because I am guessing there will be a number of creators out there who will be broadcasting their Thanksgiving dinner, their Thanksgiving festives, or festivities, or just, welcoming you to their Thanksgiving table. Even if it's just someone sitting alone in their apartment, they've got their camera on and they're eating Thanksgiving dinner and they're talking to the camera as if it's you.
I mean, that's something too. Look for a face stream. A face stream? Look for a live stream. I don't know if you can live stream on YouTube. I think you can. But if not, I know you do it on Facebook as well. And if you want to set something up because you have nowhere to go on Facebook today and post somewhere. Or Reddit. That's another thing. If you go to the reddit.com or reddit.org, it's just a bulletin board. And put in Alone for Thanksgiving, and I'm sure there will be numerous posts. And it's quite possible that you could stream a live Thanksgiving dinner with someone that you don't know in another part of the country, another part of the world. And that actually might be kind of fun. I wonder. Think about a place that you might want to go visit in the future. Go to that city on Reddit. Type in, let's say Portland. Say, Alone on Thanksgiving, Portland, Oregon, and see what comes up. Because it's quite possible that you're going to find someone on there who will do this live stream. You're going to have dinner together online. You're going to get along, and you might want to go visit them. You know, this could be a match made in, what do I want to say? The Ethernet? No. It's like a virtual matchup, but it's not a matchup. It's more of an introduction. But think about what your grandchildren would say. How did my grandparents meet? Oh, well, they did a virtual Thanksgiving because they were both just alone on Thanksgiving, and this is how they met. Now, I know the demographic of this channel is 55 and over. There are younger viewers. Thank you again. But the majority are 55 and over. So there's a good chance you're not looking to meet a life partner and raise a family. I get it. I'm just throwing it out there as a possibility. I think that currently, I know in the past they used to say all these things are going to happen with the internet and it's going to change the world. And I would go, right. Because I had dial-up. Yeah, it was that long ago. And then when I went to cable, it was still, unless you pay an extra like $100 a month, it was still super, super slow to the point it was hard to even stream a movie without it going into that spinning, we're loading kind of stuff. But now that it's fiber, it's incredibly fast. There are no delays. And I think live chat it's much, much better. Camera resolution is much, much better. The audio is much, much better. It's almost like you're in the same room with them. So, again, don't be cranky because you're alone, because it's nothing really to be cranky about. And just because it's a holiday that society and tradition says that you have to be with a group of people eating food, breaking bread together, that doesn't mean that's the case for everyone. Because again, myself, I'm just talking for myself. Many, many Thanksgivings, I have chosen not to be around people, not to be around family, not to be around friends. And other Thanksgivings, I just didn't get an invite, and it's like, oh well, whatever. You know, it's a day off, and you just treat it as any other day off. I'm not big into parades, so, you know, I guess if you are alone and you need that, turn on the TV because there will be a Thanksgiving Day parade. I don't understand parades, why anyone wants to watch them or be in them, because they are boring. Even the Gay Pride Parade is boring. I will go just to socialize, but I never make it more than 10 or 15 minutes watching the parade because it is so boring. Slow and boring. If you could just pick things up, turn the volume down on the bands and the drummers. Oh, and the dykes on bikes, give those gals some mufflers, okay? That is just obscenely loud. That's Gay Pride. And by the way, I never got around to putting that Gay Pride video together because my computer at the time was so slow. Now, this one is much faster, but that was so long ago, I don't know if I should even put one together because, I mean, it's just a bunch of still shots of different things that were going on during Pride and me complaining about things, you know, being cranky. But I might get around to it, I might not. So many other things on my plate that I need to finish and other things that I need to start. So that's probably not going to happen. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the holiday season. So get festive. You know, if you got a nice warm scarf, put it on. If it makes you think that it feels more like the holiday, that works. I can't get it right. But you see, the fact that the chest hair, which at one time was really dark, I miss that. It doesn't. There's so many things about aging that aren't the way I want them to be. And I could say that makes me cranky, because it does. But I've also accepted the fact that that's the way it is. The goatee, I trimmed it the beard, I trimmed it really short the other day. And I don't know if you can see this, but I have jowls here and here. And that's why for years I would have a goatee, because it goes on the jowl line and it doesn't show that. And I've always had a slack neck. And I'm going to show you something. It's embarrassing, but look at this. Look at that. I mean, I do exercises to tighten this area up, and it has tightened a little bit, but I still got this big old waddle. Again, it's probably runs in my family. My dad didn't have a visible Adam's apple. I've never had a visible Adam's apple. I don't think my sisters have much of a Adam's apple area. Not that you'd see it anyway. I remember one brother in high school, he had an Adam's apple. But the other ones, I don't remember ever seeing it, because they all kind of have the same thing here. This loose skin. And yeah, it's looser than it used to be, but it's still a turkey waddle. And I would love to find a way to get rid of it. And I don't know if that means surgery where you cut here and you pull it all up, or if you cut down here and you pull it all down, or if there's just something you can do, that radio signal thing, to tighten the skin and just tighten it all back up. That's neither here nor there. I'm getting off subject again. I know that's kind of my signature. All right, I'm going to let you all go. Just remember, if you don't have somewhere to go and you don't have anything to do, make something to do. You have it in you. You can do it at home. You don't have to be with people. You just don't. And if someone invites you and you don't want to go, say no. If it's going to be too stressful, say no. If it's a bother, say, I don't feel like it. They'll live, you'll live, the world will go on. This is Jofer, the cranky old gay guy, feeling not so cranky about tomorrow. I will let y'all go, and I'll see you tomorrow, which will be the day of giving thanks. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
So you find yourself alone for the holidays, and you get a certain feeling in your heart. Just know that things are gonna be A-okay. Being good with isolation is a start. Oh, the world tells you that you can't be alone. They say togetherness is the only way. Don't believe that has to mean all the time. You can be alone and have a real good day. Loneliness, it comes and goes. Don't let it bring you down. You know it won't be forever. Don't turn that smile upside down. There are things you can do when you're by yourself. So much freedom's in your hands. You're in charge when alone, create your destiny. You can do more than meet life's demands. You can paint a pretty picture, you can dance around the room. You can organize your closet or read the books that lay strewn. You have no obligation to do what others say. Just let your mind be creative, you'll have a wonderful holiday.